It's time to move into opening this week, brought to you by our friends over at AMC, the latest and greatest in the movies. What do we got? What's coming out?
All right, we got Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Mike and Dave, played by Zac Effron and Adam Devine, are young, adventurous, fun-loving brothers who tend to get out of control at family gatherings. When their sister Jeanie reveals her Hawaiian wedding plans, the rest of the Stangles insist that the brothers bring respectable dates. After placing an ad on Craigslist, the siblings decide to pick Tatiana and Alice, played by Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, two charming and seemingly normal women. Once they arrive on the island, however, Mike and Dave realize that their companions are ready to get wild and party. Fathers and Daughters, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author played by Russell Crowe, checks into a mental health facility after the death of his wife, while his daughter, played by Seyfried, falls for an aspiring novelist played by Aaron Paul years later.
Fathers and Daughters sounds interesting. I really have to go and check out the trailers for that one. I like all the actors involved in that particular one. I want nothing to do with Mike and Dave. I want nothing to do.
Why not? It sounds great. What are you talking about? Sounds like a fun comedy rom.
From what I heard originally, and it's not a month ago, I would have been on board more because I do think Zac Effron is very talented. I think that Devine is very talented. I think all the girls involved are very talented. But from what I've heard about this movie, people that I trust that have seen it said it was just abysmal.
A giant pile of steaming
garbage. I mean, it just, and you can see where it could have went down two different paths. One, the unexpected hysterical path.
Right.
And for everything I'm hearing, it went down the path of darkness.
But the trailer alone is like LCD.
I know.
I mean, it's the lowest common denominator.
It really is.
Like really a racist joke at the end of your trailer. Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this, I mean, I don't even want to see this movie because of the sense of humor. So I was like hoping that, oh, maybe reviews will come out and, you know, because I was like, I'm going to wait till let all my other friends suffer through it and then I'll find out whether it's good or not. And I guess the verdict is in and everybody hates it. So I don't know. But yeah, Fathers and Daughters sounds really interesting. It looks like a really cool kind of terse drama. So that's one I'd go see.
Yeah, like Mike and Dave, that's just, what is Anna Kendrick doing in a movie like this? She is so past a movie like this. She has no business being in a movie like this. This is a woman that should be winning an Oscar at some point.
And Efron's a good actor too. He should stop doing these goofball films too.
And Aubrey Plaza too. Like Aubrey Plaza's fantastic in Parks and Rec. What was the movie they did together that just
everybody
recently?
was like, let's get a paycheck.
What was the one they did just recently?
Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah,
with grandpa.
Dirty.
But it was with Zac,
and Robert De Niro, which was a waste. And it's these things like this. Aubrey doesn't need to be doing this stuff, so it's just surprising to me. And I like the guy from Workaholics. He was great on Modern Family. He's had a great arc on Modern Family. Yeah, he's a very funny guy.
I wonder if they end up as couples at the end of the movie.
Right.
I'll tell you what, though.
It just hit all the wrong notes for me, for a comedy. Because Neighbors was great. Yeah. This was fun. This doesn't feel like fun at all.
Zac Efron's agent hates him. He puts him in all these things.
That was that weird disco one. What Are We People?
We're all friends. This movie,
the grandma friends.
Like he got Neighbors and Neighbors 2, and that one's like it keeps him up there. But the guy is talented. He can act, and he's good. Me and Orson Welles, you see him in that?
Yeah, he was really good in that.
Paperboy. He's awesome in that.
He is. No, but he is good.
I thought he was great.
You didn't like Paperboy?
I did not like Paperboy at all as a film, but he did a nice job. You're right.
So I just think that he should be doing more stuff, and this is just hurting his career. But I don't. Well, who knows? I didn't see the movie. I don't want to see it. I just
smash it. Box office bonanza. 200 million. What's happening? Yeah, you're like, I don't understand.
Maybe if it had a transformer. Fathers and Daughters though looks very, very good, and I love these kinds of movies where Russell has challenges to becomes a vulnerable guy, a real guy, human guy. Like I love that instead of a superhero or a hero type guy. It's always great to see him like a nice guy. He has his flaws. He plays that stuff really well.
You mean acting?
Right. I saw Beautiful Mind again the other day, which I hadn't seen in a couple of years, and I absolutely loved him in that. And I'm like, these are the kinds of things that he's so good at, and why we still love him as an actor, even though he's throwing phones at people sometimes. Like he's got this thing that's so magical. And Seyfried has been slowly building herself up. And Aaron Paul, it's always nice to see Aaron Paul take that Breaking Bad cachet and go and push his limits further in these feature films. And to me, if you've dated, you understand. If you've dated a woman. Women and their fathers, that's a whole separate relationship. It's very complex, and I like that this film is exploring that and seeing the nuances that it's involved in that relationship and what it's like to date someone who's had issues with their father and all this. So it's I think this is great, and it looks so interesting. I'm looking forward to it very much.
All right, thank you once again for our friends over at AMC Theater and opening this week.